Alright, what's up YouTube? If you're new here, my name is Lillian, and if you're not, welcome back to my channel. I'm continuing the process of making this animated clip. Let's see. So this is what I have so far. And then he kind of changes expressions. Then he looks over, unamused. And then he'll continue. And this is what I have of DDG so far. Okay, so I got the blink going on. I'm focusing on DDG's character now. I'm gonna make sure I have the right color. And I'm gonna do his first expression. So I'll duplicate this group. I'll move it up above the blink. All right. And the first expression is when he smiles and nods his head. So first is going up and down. Now, if I want to skip a step, I don't even have to, well, let's see. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to do that. So just his head in that position. And let's see how we are going to accomplish that. Okay. Turn that off. Turn this off. Just keep the shirt. I'm going to turn on the onion skins by clicking settings. Moving it up one, so I just see the one before and the one after. If I want to get rid of the one that's after, I just click on layers and add a new layer. And if I go back, then it's a blank layer, so it's not going to show anything. All right. Oh, I think I did it on the wrong one. No, that's right. Wait, let's move it down. Oh, okay, I see I kind of messed up. Okay, I can fix this. So I put him inside a layer group already. Okay, that's how I want it. Okay. And now I have to have him lifting his head. So if he lifts his head, actually let's turn this one off too since it's the blink. Okay. So if he lifts his head, the eyes go up, the mouth goes up. I can actually do that now. Let's see. Everything moves upward. So I'm gonna move it up. Kind of move this down a little. You can see. And what kind of disappears is going to be the top of the hair. Uh-oh. So here, I'm going to turn on the hair. And I'm going to get rid of the top. Actually, I'm just going to select it and move it down. You know what? Let's do that better. I'm going to select it. And I'm going to hit distort here and move it down. Not too much. And then I'm going to move all of it up because his head is still moving up. Okay, so kind of like a cheat without having to draw a completely new head. Just moving the elements on the head and you get the illusion of a head nod. Let's make sure it looks like everything kind of shifted. I can kind of see. So I'm just gonna swipe, nothing, left, on everything besides the shirt and shift it over so that it aligns, and I can check with the onion skin to make sure it's aligning. All right, and you got the head nod. And he's smiling, so he's happy with the reaction. So he smiles pretty much immediately as soon as he notices. So I'll do one without the smile and one with the smile. So let's go ahead and finish this one up. Add the missing lines. And I'm trying to make sure everything is clean enough for me to go in and just add color and not have to redraw clean line art. It's not going to be perfect, and I'm not aiming for perfection. I'm aiming for completion. And trying to maintain quality as well. Okay, that looks good. All right, and then kind of move the hair down a little. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, from there, let's see. That's the blank. For the sake of the video, I am gonna rename the group. So let's put blank. Okay. Let's see, duplicate. And here, I'm gonna put him, you know, smiling. So I'm gonna slightly, actually, let's do a new layer. Do the smile on a new layer. Yeah. And then I'm going to make adjustments to the facial hair. Kind of tilt it along with the smile line. I wonder, can I emphasize anything else? Yeah. Let me see. Sometimes you just try things out to see. Maybe not that. Let's see. Why the eye look like it's... Okay, maybe I can just move the bottom of it up as well. Yeah, that looks decent. I hope the eyes look like they're looking at the camera, because right now it looks like... Okay, it did shift. Alright, let's try to fix that. Alright, I made a slight mistake, but I can fix it. Let's... I guess I can just... Oops. Select the eyes. The pupils. I'm trying to go without having to draw if I can. Okay, that looks better. I still look kind of off, but I can fix it later. Okay, that looks good. Okay, and I gotta do the same thing for when he lifts his head. So I'm gonna duplicate, move it above the one we previously did, and I'm just going to duplicate the eyes and the smile, and I'm gonna drag those to the new group where he lifts his head, and I am going to turn that one off. The original eyes and some straight face. And what else? I think that's it. Okay, and then I'll just move this. Actually, I'll turn the opacity down and move our new things in the position of the old things, so everything aligns. Okay, and then I'll click this check button to turn off the view. I'll bring the opacity down and okay, yeah. So first, he's looking at the camera. You got him. Okay, let's turn the blink off. Let's turn that off too. Without the smile, then he notices Halo, and then, you know, Halo looks at him like, not too much. So let's make sure everything is, no, I think it works. Let me duplicate him, flatten, and just move him down to make sure he is looking at his dad, and it makes sense. Let's turn, that doesn't help. Just draw something white too. Okay. I mean, it works. Ooh. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. It looks like his eye kind of, let's see, maybe I can. Okay, now that, does it look like he's looking at him? I guess it does. I think I'm overthinking it. Let's try one more thing. Making it smaller, maybe. No, looks like he's looking off into the distance. Maybe if I and I think when his dad looks at him, it'll help. Okay, I'll worry about that later. Okay. Delete. All right, now I need to get him turning his head and looking at him. Okay. Which is going to be the 3/4 head turn. I do have a video where I am doing a tutorial on how I do the head turn, so check out probably the last video I uploaded, and I'll probably link it in the description to show how I do the, I can't say 3D head turn, can I? The 2D head turn. Let's see. Okay, We'll use that one. Add a layer. Add another layer, and I'll use that one. Turn on the onion skin. Okay, and I added this extra layer so that I don't see two versions. I just want to see one. All right. How does that look? Okay, it looks good. All right, so we are going to turn the head from the front facing view to the 3/4, or really, it kind of looks like the side view. I'm not sure which one it favors more. It looks like it favors the side view more, but I think I'm gonna just do the 3/4 anyhow. So I do have to start from scratch, which is okay. He's gonna look like Halo does when he turned his head. Let's go up there. Just like that. That's how I'm gonna do it. That's exactly how I'm gonna do it. And so that I have a reference, I'm gonna, what does that look like? I'm just gonna duplicate it and bring it down to where I'm doing the head turn. Is it right there? Let's see. Okay. And I'll turn the opacity down so I don't get distracted. Okay. And, well, let's kind of move it over too, since, okay. And his face, since he has an adult face, I'm gonna bring it down more. It's okay that it goes off screen a bit. The ears on the side. It's a 3/4, so I don't want it to look like side of the head. The eyes. See, yeah, I am gonna have to adjust the how he looks. Maybe his head will tilt up. Move it down. And kind of tilt the still looks like it's not looking directly at him. Let's troubleshoot the issue. Kind of lift the eyes. Okay, that now they look like they're looking at each other. All right, so let's continue on with the sketch. Using the elements that are already, you know, in the front head space. Of course, his hair will be here. I like that, and then he kind of goes at a straight face, but let's do the straight face. With his facial hair, of course. When you're doing the 3/4 head turn, let's see. this is what it looks like. So everything right here, oh, let's use a red pen. Everything on this side pretty much stays the normal size, and everything on this side kind of, I hope that's a good way to show it. Let's see. Okay, I'll try to pass it down. So everything on this side stays the normal size, and everything on this side kind of shrinks, but in width, if that makes sense. Actually, let's do like an eye and then an eye. Does that make sense? Let's see. See if I'm getting my point across. Yeah, so I kind of, let's just show it on the drawing of DDG with a sketch. So you see here how this remains how it is, but this kind of, everything gets squished on this side. Anyways, move that over just a bit. All right, and everything right here stays the same, so I'll just copy and paste. And yeah, I'll just use this line here to emphasize, you know, acknowledgement that he got him messed up. All right, everything looks good to go, so I'm just going to clean this one up now. And I'll have to go in and make my edits that I did to Halo as well. So let me move that back up. Actually, let me duplicate and move it back up. And I will make these edits later. Oh, wow. Okay. That's more of an edit than I thought. Okay, really quickly. I hate to leave it. What's that? Okay, the arm. So that is the head. This is the head. This is the head. I'm going to edit them all at the same time. So I'm going to hit the select tool. I'm going to select the head. It's all in the same position, so no worries with this. And I'm going to use this green circle here to tilt it, and I want it to match up with the edit that I made, basically. As accurately as possible, so I don't have to do any additional edits. Okay, that's perfect. And then with everything still selected, all three still selected, I'm going to select the eye and tilt it, move it up. All right, and there's not much I can do with, let's see. Okay. Okay, that looks good. And I'm going to show that everything got edited on each one, so see? And I'll go in and edit the shadow on the neck. Let's see. Oh, I had nothing selecting. Okay. Just the shadow, not the lines. And I'm going to use warp and just move that part. And I'll clean it up later. But, okay. Nice. Okay. Now let's go back and let's clean this up. Make it look like the others. So I'm going to get rid of that. Turn this off. And let's see how much we can finesse. Actually, I don't want to finesse because it almost takes away when you do too much copying and pasting. It kind of takes away from the, it makes it look stiff. And that's the last thing you want. The biggest compliment you can get as a animator, in my opinion, is, oh, your animation looks so smooth. That has been the greatest compliment I've gotten. Because it's like that, yeah, thanks. Because that's the whole goal. So you're confirming that I'm accomplishing what I am trying to accomplish. Let's see. So I'm gonna, and sometimes that even means tracing over the previous drawing, like in this case, instead of copying and pasting, because it's not the exact same. So anyhow, so similar to what I was saying earlier, how when you do the 3/4 head turn, it kind of shrinks you know, in this case, the right side. I'm going to show an example of that with these eyebrows. So, see? Because the head is going towards, am I going to say the right word? What is it called? It's right there at the tip of my tongue. What is it called? Vanishing point. Yep. Dang, I can't believe I remembered. Okay. Actually, that was a good curve I did there. Let me just move that up a little bit. Since this is a man's head, I don't want it to be too soft on the curves. Let's lift this up just a little bit so it aligns with the other one. And let's do the facial hair. Actually, no, I want that to be as uniform as possible. So let me turn this off and still the facial hair. Okay, and just move it over, and I can just squeeze that in. All right, that looks good. And now we can erase this bare chin. Okay, everything looking good. Everything looking good. All right. Gonna draw the neck. And even here, like I said, I'm not going to copy and paste, not even the shirt, because I really don't want it to look stiff. So I'm just gonna redraw it. The name of the game and animation is just drawing excessively at this point. Okay. And the ear isn't going to be shown because the hair, of course. And I do want, so I'm going to have to, in this case, I'm going to steal the hair. I don't mind if that looks more uniform, and I will redraw it if I feel like it's looking too stiff. So I'm going to move it over. Let's see. Actually, let's just select one part of it. You know what's throwing me off? That onion skin. I need the... Let's turn off the onion skin. Let's put that there. Let's get rid of... Actually, let's try to align it with the sketch as much as possible. And the hair is out of his face. So let's get rid of any hair that's in his face. Let's just move it off to the side. That'll delete it. And let's add what's missing, which is some more hair back here. Not too much hair. Okay. Because he doesn't have a full head of locks. He has a sky top, so not too many locks. But you see, it kind of looks, okay. Let's see. Let's even delete that, because I seen how it kind of looked the same. Realistically, would it go behind? I think Halo's gonna cover the hair anyhow, but okay. Actually, let's move it in a little. Okay, that looks good. And let's get rid of that sketch. See if it's looking okay. All right, now just to keep things uniform, I'm gonna add, okay, let's turn on the onion skin. I'm gonna add those little creases above the eye. They shouldn't look worrisome though. They should kind of hug the eye. Oops. And these come in handy when you need extra emphasis, because you can kind of shape them. Like if I wanted him to look mad, I could, or you know, I could do that, but it's like an extra eyebrow. Oops. All right, that looks good. Does this head look like it gets smaller? I think it does. So I am going to it's okay. I don't really want the shirt to be in it. So let's get as little of the shirt as I can. And let's kind of increase. Oh, I didn't get the eyes. Where are they? Okay. And let's kind of make it bigger. See? Goodness. I didn't want to get the shirt. Okay, let's just put the shirt on its own layer. So I just selected, copied, and pasted. And now on the original, I'm going to delete it. So now they're separate. And I'm going to select everything except the shirt. And try to get it to align with the previous frame as much as I can, so that everything stays, you know, aligned. Okay, let's see. Okay, that looks better. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, now let's turn off the onion skin. And then he turns. And I know he you know, lifting his head too. So y'all, please excuse the gaps that you see in my process of making this, because I'm not sure. I just I've been so focused on doing it that I'm not realizing when the camera stops and things like that. Okay, but this is what I have so far. And okay, so you see I got the regular, then the smirk. That, I think you missed the creation of that, sorry. And then he kind of just stays there. Now this is Halo's part, his assets, and yeah.